Another day, another grind. This is game number 3 from the tournament that I took part in. It is me, once again, on the Wood Elves against Beastmen. And my army is basically pretty Glade Guard heavy with Starfire Shafts and Hagbane tips. We have Zolds on the flanks to protect my units. I have a very big blob, as you can see. We have Spellsinger with the Malkos. Probably should have gone with healing here. I'm not sure. Then we have the Glade Lord on a dragon and a Forest Dragon. On the other side, we have Chaos Warhounds here. A lot of Ungor Spearherds, Zangors, pretty good. Khorngors here on the backline. Centigers of Tzeentch. We have Malgo the Dark Omen. So a lot of spammy Flock of Doom. Then we have one Ungor Raiders, or two Ungor Raiders, even upgraded. Centigers of Tzeentch on the side and more throwing axes even. So yeah, let's fast forward here. I'm moving up and immediately trying to shoot into everything that's here. Unfortunately, we didn't really hit here anything, right? I don't know what they drank or something, but that was not very efficient. Now, finally, Malgor is moving in here. I'm trying to move away from the spells he wants to use, and unfortunately, the Spellsinger immediately getting a, yeah, kind of like a misused magic here. Now I'm moving up and trying to get with those dragons here somewhere into the riders, right? Malgor here flying into the backline immediately, and I'm just fighting. I'm using immediately a little bit of a heal here for those units, maybe a little bit too early. Glade Guards fighting, unfortunately, Zangors, and Malgor once again. A nice scythe here. Trying to focus down all my nasty shooters, but I'm also kind of getting him pretty low. Malgor has to juke around here in mid-air and is still getting a lot of, now using a nice netting, and he is getting shot here. Can't really go away and is crunched down half HP, so pretty nicely done. Unfortunately, my dragon here is also half HP, but he is fighting Malgor, and yeah, basically it looks so good from the start, right? The only problem is we have Zolds fighting Khorngors, which is a very bad matchup for them, and Malgor has to move away. Dragon kind of running after him now, is going for the Raiders, and also my dragon jumping into the throwing axes here. Yes. Other than that, unfortunately, my whole core, as you can see, my Glade Guards still trying to get Malgor down, because as I remembered, Beastmen are kind of bad in the leadership department, right? There are a couple of units for sure that are unbreakable, but Malgor here really getting low and now moving away. Maybe it was his idea afterwards, right? Another scythe is going down. I guess it's even overcasted. Look at the damage, and that is pretty bad for me here. Malgor now running off, got shot a lot of times. Khorngors here with the Malkos Miasma, and also shooting down, so pretty much getting value. But as you can see, the Ungor Tide, or the Ungor Herd, right, got me good. I don't have a lot to defend here. One nice breath attack on the side here, and yeah, I would say that game looks pretty, yeah, pretty nasty for me, unfortunately. I really can't get anywhere else. Malgor is down, and there is this leadership debuff, but it is not really, I mean, it is not really bothering him, right? We still have the dragon. The dragon got a little bit of heal down onto him, and now we can try to get into something else, but there's still a lot of units that are very, very dangerous for the dragon. Another heal is going down onto the Zodes that they can, and I think even flash to stone as well, so they can survive. So I can shoot maybe a little bit more in, but yeah, they're just too mobile. They're very, very mobile, and I have a hard time to do something. One net is here on the raiders, and I can go down and crunch those down. At least I could use those nets pretty okay-ish, I would say, right? But even those dragons are not enough to do enough damage, and yeah, Eternal Guard here, surrounded by a lot of units, couple of Glade Guards here still online, but that is not enough, and we can fast forward here because that match was basically over. I'm trying to get in air to kind of salvage the situation with the dragon, but overall we're more and more running off to our homes in the woods, and yeah, soon the army losses will kick in, and I guess that then it's game over. I'm trying to still salvage something maybe, but not really possible. So on his side, once again, I got defeated by those great weapons, right? We have Centigors of Tzeentch here getting a lot of value. Even I would say the Raiders got their money worth. Malgor was, I don't know, not really efficient, but on my side, same here. Couple of shooting units, well, one of those was pretty good. Dragon underperforming, and also the Zoads as well. So yeah, not a good look for me. So the third game now with losses. So let's get into the fourth game of the tournament. And as we can see, the fourth game is now here online, and it is against the Vampire Counts. And I got a little bit of a, of a little hint how to fight Vampire Counts. So this map was very, very favorable for me. A lot of woods, as you can see, a lot of, yeah, the areas even close to the woods, so we can hide there. We have two Glade Guards here. I know it's pretty dark. And then Wildwood Rangers all the way. Another Wildwood Ranger squadron. We have a Dragon, once again, Durthu, and Glade Riders. On his side, on the Vampire Count side, we have Vargheists, we have Fellbats, a lot of those. We have Blood Knights with Lances, and another Blood Knights Lances unit over there, plus Vargheist once again. And then a lot of Chaff, right? Plus Fellbats. So White Kings, two of those on horses, and even the Lance and Barding our unit. And yeah, let's get into. Led by Manfred von Karstein, moving up. I can already shoot a little bit into all those units here that are in air. We have the advantage when it comes to that. And Dragon is moving up. And now soon Durthu will be visible. And we are storming in soon. I'm trying to get those enemies into this area here. So Glade Guards can shoot in from the woods and doing a lot of damage here. You can see those Vargheists getting deleted here. Yeah, 1/4, 1/4 of their HP is gone. And now even when they land, I know it's not super efficient, but we have our Wildwood Rangers here going down onto the Vargheists. Durthu is just in the mid of, yeah, of like having fun. He is like a tree in between of, I don't know, rootlings, if you can say that. Yeah, one sort of Dainth, or I don't know how you call that, Dyth, sort of Dyth going down, and then our grindy Wildwood Rangers are doing their stuff. Here we could took a little bit of a beating, but they are also taking away all those Fellbats and the Vargeist away from the situation. And here, yep, Vargeist running off. We have Blood Knights coming into the woods, and my opponent is trying to get all my units down, but I remembered that large units are a little bit less effective in wood, so I'm really using all the advantage a Wood Elf player can get, even though, yeah, now I'm trying to move away here, and Blood Knights are pretty nasty, right? But we're winning the blob fight, and even, I don't know, a Spirit Leech on the Forest Dragon here. I mean, it doesn't matter. Manfred can't really sustain here. We have one Blood Knight unit kind of trying to, I think, regenerate a little bit and then go in. We still poking those Vargeists here, though. They're really not so efficient like they could be. And he came really with a big blob. We still have Glade Guards here, which are fighting their efficient fight, shooting into the Varix Reavers. So we did a good job. And here, once again, they have to move through my units. They have to move through water. So they're pretty beaten up and getting low on vigor and everything you could imagine, right? I mean, they're usually getting a little bit like wee and stuff. Yeah, here you can see that fading on fire. Now they are trying to go here inside, and a nice Flock of Doom once again. I think, no, is it a Flock of Doom? Yeah, it is a Flock of Doom. We have the dragon still here online. He will fly around, trying to shoot here with my skirmish calf, and it looks pretty well because now, slowly but surely, Manfred is down and everything is crumbling. Even those White Kings here in the middle, they couldn't really stand against all those Wildwood Rangers and Dorthu, so it looks pretty well. We have the point. We are destroying a lot of those remaining units here, and even the hunger can't really help them. Crumbling active, they're gone. Here also a lot of crumbling, just going for the Glade Riders as a recouping price, and it seems like the game is won. So this is really my first win in a tournament, and I'm pretty happy about that. It dragged me really low to have like those 3 losses, but this one was pretty, yeah, straightforward, I would say. And I was surprised that the hint that I got really worked out. Even though my opponent came with a lot of hefty units. I mean, those Blood Knights I wouldn't have handled better. Like in an open field, no way. So the map was pretty good for me. Wildwood Rangers here, pretty nice value. Of course, they just fought Chaff and a little bit of Riders. Dragon, yeah, couldn't do really much. And Dorthu was just the tree in the sun set. So, guys, that was pretty fun. And I was happy about the first win. And one upcoming game is gonna be a nail biter. I can tell you that for sure. But for now, I'm gonna not catch myself. I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea.